Hello, good morning. We're back, people. Very top of the morning to you.
Yes, indeed. Once it's 7 in the morning, you know it's time for us to put a smile on your face as we anticipate what we have for you this morning. Thank you for tuning in, and we will not disappoint.
Yes, indeed. So, my name is Titilayo Oyinson.
And I'm Yomi Okwe. Hope you had an amazing night.
Yes, indeed.
How was your night?
That sentence feels...
How was your night? It's very Nigerian.
It's very Nigerian.
It's very Nigerian, but we use it because...
But I used it abroad, and then the person I was talking to gave me this look of, what's your business? How my night was.
Yeah, because how was your night is suggestive in other languages.
How was the night?
Yeah, how was last night?
Forget what we're talking about, please. Try to forget it. Just remember something. We're here bright and early to make sure that you start your day the right way. So if you have to be on the move, join us online. We're always right there, tvcontinental.tv.
And also on our Facebook page at TVC Connect. Send in your comments using the hashtag #WakeUpNigeria.
Yes, so. And so we have one of the sweetest chefs ever. None other than Chef Jules is in the building.
She's actually blushing.
And I baked all through the night.
Oh, are you serious? Oh, wow.
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
You baked all through the night and you still look this good.
Yeah.
Thank
Okay,
you.
so there's a secret.
She always gives us that sugar rush that we need every morning. So
30 billion
There's
in
actually
the
quite a
account.
lot on the lineup today. You know?
yeah, a number of things that are going to be happening. And also a
What?
special guest joining us later on.
A very, very, very special guest.
Yeah, but we're going to start with, of course, our
Book chat.
Book chat. We love authors on the show, and we love meeting them to tell us the story behind the story, if you know what I mean.
Yes,
and today's spotlight is going to be on Owade Ahimie, who is the author of Crappy Fart.
I was waiting
Now,
for you to read that.
Crappy Fart is a...
Crappy fart.
It's an acronym. So yeah,
not- okay,
F-A-R-T
acronym
is not... Yeah.
It's not actually fart.
Yeah.
I want to say that word again. Fart. And in appreciation and preservation of arts, we, of course, do everything possible to bring you art information. Cultural preservation is going to be our focus for today. George Igodalo has a mini art exhibition for us on set this morning.
And for some music, Spicy of Spicy music is going to be giving us a live performance on a single, Asha.
Only you, honey, you, they make me this smile, oh. I can't deny your love, oh. Don't they touch me forehead, oh. Baby boo, believe it, I'll be with you forever. Asa, baby, Asa.
And always every Thursday, we make sure we give you a tech update. Mike has that on lockdown for us.
And right after that, we have Nollywood actor and singer Segun Arinze joining us for some catch-up. It's been some years.
See him. I want that goddamn flash drive fine.
You must really be a big dreamer.
You know why I am here. You know there are ways to find her, and there are ways to make you pay. Tatuma is out.
Isn't it ironic that not too long ago we had Yomi Black and both of them are known for one thing?
What?
Oh, their voices?
No, their eyes.
Some of the
Can you imagine?
sexiest eyes in the industry, I have to say.
Why bring out your eyes to say it? Did you notice?
No.
She goes,
I said
for the sexiest eyes in the industry.
Yes, sir.
There's this trend online where guys pop out their eyes. I don't know if any of you have seen it.
Really?
I haven't seen it.
Like they pop out their eyes, the whole eyeball comes out.
In a picture.
So how do you do that?
Not a picture.
Oh.
Like it pops out. Like you
Ew.
know what is behind here.
Oh,
like I'm like, so everybody's like this. Like it pops out. Boom. I'm like,
Okay.
Talking about Popeye. Popeye actually passed on some weeks back. No, I'm actually
the
very
real Popeye.
serious. The real Popeye, the one that was on the reality show.
Okay.
That actually was a contestant, and then he actually had.
Okay, so
He
one
made a
thing,
lot of money and fame from it.
One thing I can
as
say
a matter
is that
of
one of the
fact.
reasons why I remember him is because he has been very inspiring in terms of voiceover artists. So he's from the beginning, one of the voices you always recognize in the jingles, adverts, on
for
the
Nollywood
radio,
movies and stuff.
Nollywood movies, you know, he was always that voice, and you just knew it was him.
It was Adashe Gwarinze.
Yeah. We can't wait to have him.
And he
on the
always
couch.
has a smile,
Yeah.
which
Yeah.
was kind of like,
Yeah.
it would just be looking like,
Yeah, he's always
So
smiling.
Thursdays are usually very chill.
Yeah, well.
So people just chill, you know, take it
Arty.
easy. And the weekend is coming. Also, most of the markets have sanitation, so you know traffic is usually light. So it's
Is it light?
It's usually light.
No,
yeah.
after
It's
10
lighter.
o'clock, I've noticed that after 10 o'clock when they open, it's actually heavy that point. Okay, lighter earlier in the morning.
Yeah, so
But mainly they start by 10 o'clock.
Okay. I want to wrap up saying that yesterday at the Nigerian Stock Exchange was really interesting. I was actually right there at the closing gong ceremony with a few other influencers, well, comedians, artists, people into fitness who were brought together. And it was such a loud noise. I was in shock. I actually thought it was just a tush sound. And then it was just ringing so loud. And then, you know, that signified the closing of the markets. And I was really, really pleased that I could be there. Thank you once again for the invitation. That's NSE. So New York Stock Exchange is next for me. So
ironically, closing the stock exchange and our lawyers are resuming in a bit. So while some are going on holiday, some are coming back from the holiday.
Okay, it's about that time of the day. Thank you so much, Titi and Yomi. You know how we do it every Thursday morning. We are here again. And don't forget, he who has good health has hope. If you have good hope, you have everything. Come on, don't just give up on yourself. Stand up. Let's work out. Don't watch me. Don't sit down on your couch and say, oh, Benfica can do it. No, stand up, stand up, stand up. Are you guys ready? Okay, push it up, push it up. Let's warm up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Take it up, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. With your hand, go. 1, go, go. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's wonderful warm up there. Let's take it down. And the next exercise we're going to do, we're going to focus more on the lower part of the body. So don't just watch. As I told you, stand up. Let's work on the lower part of the body. Let's squat. Yes, go guys. Good. Perfect. Don't forget your squat position is very, very important. Yeah, this actually works for your butt. And you squeeze, you go down. Good job. 5 seconds. Keep going. 4. That's it. 3. Awesome. 2 and 1. All right, side to side squat. Are you ready? Okay, from your right, go. Squat, down, up, and switch. Perfect. That's it. Yes, stand up. Challenge yourself. Yes, guys, you're doing good. You're doing good. I see you're doing it. Come on. Keep going. Keep going. Don't give up on you. Let's go. 5 seconds. 4 seconds. 3 seconds. 2 seconds. And the last one. Relax it. Relax it. Relax it. I know by now you might be feeling some slight pain. Come on. You don't need to give up. We do back lunge. Are you ready? Reverse. Let's go. Take it back. Don't forget, straighten your upper body. All this exercise actually work for your lower body. Keep going. Keep going. Yes. 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 I see you. You're doing good. You're doing good. Come on. Awesome. Awesome. That's perfect. 5 seconds. Come on. 4 seconds. 3 seconds. Come on. 2. And the last one. Perfect. Are you guys good to go? Let's do some forward lunges. Are you ready? 5, 6, 7. Let's go. Forward. Awesome. That's good. That's it. 3. You can suspend your hand up. Hold it there. And you repeat. Perfect. That's it. Yes, I see you're doing good. Whoa, how you guys feeling here? Oh, that's it, that's it, that's it, that's it. Keep going. 5 seconds, 4 seconds, 3 seconds, 2 seconds, and 1. Okay, suspend your hands. Relax it, relax it, relax it. Relax it. Still on the part of that lower body. Are you good to go? Breathe out it. Let's go. Perfect. Good job, good job. That's it. Take your time. Take your time. Keep going. Always remember, your right posture is very important. Don't just do it because I asked you to do it. No, do the right thing and let it work at the right place. Keep going, keep going. 5 seconds. Come on. 4 seconds. Whoa, 3 seconds. That's it, 2 seconds. And the last one. All right, relax it. Yes, that's that on lower part of the body. Good job. Let's inhale and exhale. While we are cooling down, we're going to take it to the kitchen. I love food. Whoa.
After all that workout, it's time to, eat up and fill up. Good morning again. This morning we will be baking and Chef Jules is back in the kitchen. And today she'll be teaching us a thing or two about baking bread. I know we'll be baking soda bread, but this is the point where I let her explain to us how soda bread is made. First though, check your screen right now. You would see the ingredients for today. The menu is right there so you can scribble it down. So tell us about soda bread.
Good morning, Nigeria. Now, soda bread is actually a quick bread. Quick bread are breads that leaven without yeast. So you use baking soda and baking powder to leaven, the bread. And so that's what we have here today, this morning.
Okay. So what are we making use of?
Okay, we have our regular good old flour that is so expensive right now. I mean, the price of flour shot up by 125%. Can you imagine?
That's a lot.
There'll be a hike in the price of bread as from the 24th of September. And
it's actually worrisome. 24th of September is next
Monday. That's Monday.
Now, what this means is that there's a high possibility of you going to buy bread, which you used to get for 100 naira, and be told, oh, 200 naira.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, and if you're a premium bread maker, you meet all the regulations and everything. You can't afford to even sell the bread at lesser than your cost of production. So it's just inevitable, except the tariff is taken off. I'm so passionate about this.
I know. While you go on with this, we can always talk about it. So
we have our flour.
Okay.
We have sugar. This is 4 cups of flour. Okay. This is a whole cup. 4 of this. Then we have 4 tablespoons of white sugar.
Now, when you say 4 cups, there's the heaping cup or the leveled cup.
Like this. When you say 4 cups like this, just...
So leveled, okay.
Leveled. I don't heap it. Just level it.
So 4 cups of flour like that. Okay. So.
But I heap my sugar.
We know, right?
So we have 4 tablespoons of sugar.
Okay.
Half a teaspoon of salt. 1 teaspoon of baking soda, and 1 tablespoon of baking powder. Okay. And again, I decided to wait till this time to show you how to make buttermilk. It's very easy. So I have a 1/4 cup of dry powdered milk, 1 cup of water, which I'm going to add to it right now. Okay.
And you didn't mention the egg. We have
the egg. We have 1 egg.
Yeah.
So we have that.
And then
I'm going to stir this. So that's your milk. This is your liquid milk. If you have liquid milk at home, that's fine. But if you don't, if you have powdered milk, just a 1/4 cup of powdered milk plus 1 cup of water makes you 1 cup of liquid milk.
Okay, then you put in
vinegar.
I guess that's much.
You can either use vinegar or
lemon
juice.
Yeah.
Good, you're brilliant.
Yeah, yeah.
So I have this, and watch what's going to happen right now.
It's going to curdle.
So you're going to have a chemical reaction.
Instantly.
Going on. Just leave it, not instantly. Like, give it a minute or 2.
It's already there.
So you can see the bubbles.
It begins to show,
so that the acidity of the...
Babe, I've been doing this for over a year now.
So there you go. That's buttermilk. I don't know why it's called buttermilk. There's no butter in it. Just milk. Okay. So we have that, and we have melted butter. This is half a cup of melted butter.
Okay.
So we'll start with making a well. Yes. Okay. Make a well with all the dry ingredients. Put this aside.
Let me have that.
So 4 tablespoons of white sugar. When you're making soda bread, I don't really. You can also swap, say, a 1/4 cup of your flour with oatmeal or whole wheats.
Yeah.
So you can make it like you want to power up your flour because this is already polished flour.
We'll just have to pause right there. There's a whole lot more we have to show you. However, we have a break coming up. We have an art exhibition when we return. Stay with us. It's Wake Up Nigeria.
All right, so we're out here in the garden this morning, and I have a very exciting and interesting guest in the house. He's Ighodalo George, a multidisciplinary artist and also a poet. It's great to have you, sir.
Thank you.
You are welcome. Now, let's get straight to it. We'll discuss while we're looking at these wonderful paintings I can see here. I have to take one home. I'm wondering where to fit in my home, right?
We'll discuss that.
Okay. All right. So, but then, let's start with, first of all, what is multidisciplinary painting?
Okay. A multidisciplinary artist is an artist that has, shall I say, evolved over time and been able to perfect the gifts that he has into all the variants in the arts. There is the mainstream, there is the divergent. So basically, I started out as an artist painting on canvas, then I moved on where you see a painting that is basically what you see up close is what you see when you get moved back, Then I evolved to a point where I wanted to excite the intellectually minded collectors who look at a piece from up close and they say, what is this? I don't get it. Then they move back and they see and they say, wow.
Is there any painting here like that?
The picture crystallizes. That one would be that.
Let's start with that. Let's start with that. Let's talk about it. Let's start with that while we're talking about it. So what type of a painting is this?
This is a mixed media piece. It's not exactly realistic. You know, it's impressionistic. Impressionistic. When you come close, like if you look at it right now, you come close and you see that it's just a whole mass of movement of colors and you know, tectonic movements, so to speak. And then you move back.
Wow, I can see it on the screen and it's lovely.
Exactly. When you move back,
understand what you mean.
The picture crystallizes and you see. And the title is I for Bling Bling. In this picture, I use a whole lot of materials where you have marbles, you have the movements of corrugated lines
and all of that
in opposite directions, marbles for the eyes, gold foil for the eyelashes, and all this. This is talking about a woman that is gone out basically to kill, to slay.
This is easily my favorite. This one, I love this. Let's move to this one. Let's move to this.
Okay, this is a technique that I'm working on, and I've seen its effect on a collector at an auction. I was like some seats behind her, and basically they fought to get it. What I love about this is, unfortunately, if it were indoors, you would see the real effect of lighting on it. All right. Because it has a translucent kind of effect on the eye. When you look at it at one angle here, you see a picture. You move here, the colors change.
I'm telling you, I can see a bit of it. Even as I'm looking, I can see a bit of that.
Then there's a whole lot of detail in the background. Every inch of the background is covered. So when you come up close, you do not see any exact image. You see the little details.
Wow.
And those are the people that are surrounding.
I can see the people. I can see the people. Wonderful. Let's move to this.
Yeah.
This is what a lot of people are maybe more accustomed to.
This is where most artists begin from, which is what you see up close is what you see
far away.
Exactly. So here you have a lady just about saving a drowning young girl who went periwinkle diving. Okay, and the brother is up there swimming and checking. Did you get her? Did you get her? Is she okay?
Wow.
So they swim upwards.
So this is from underneath?
This is from underneath.
Wow, this is lovely. I love this. Now let's move to this one.
Okay.
What exactly is this?
This is also gold foil and it has that same effect. By the way, my works have this sculptural feel. Okay. Up close, you see the same thing. There are faces hidden in the background.
Embossed.
Exactly. That's the sculptural feel. You see the embossed feel. Exactly. Of faces, you move back. It's just basically playing tricks on the mind. Wow. Okay,
I love this.
Which is what more intellectual collectors are really into now. They are tired with what they see up close is what they see back. So this lady is basically just ruminating over occurrences in life, especially with the male figure, and she's trying to make up her mind. What is going on? The wind is blowing in her mind. What do I do in choice?
I like this. And this looks like, I don't know, this looks like the icing on the cake. It has a majestic feel to it.
Yes.
Of course, apart from the crown. What's this painting about?
It does. This is power and the populace. Right now, you talk about what's going on in politics. There's a whole lot of things going on, and people are, quite frankly, basically confused. Where do we draw the line between who do we go for, who do we not go for? But those that are in power are like, look, choose whichever way you please. I am sitting my ground.
Wow, this is wonderful. Now, we would have to round up with this, but you have this wonderful book here,
yes,
Pungent Punctuation.
Yes, this was my last show at the Didi Museum. Okay. And I included in it poetry that I wrote also. Yeah, so if I could read one, yeah.
Is there anything, we don't have time, but you know, let's see, is there anything here? What do you want to read? Just a line or two?
Just a line or two.
Yes. Just a line. Okay, this was an exhibition,
yes,
right?
This was
and
an
had
exhibition
your paintings.
covered, yeah. Had my paintings on them.
Okay.
Okay, let me just take this one.
Yeah, just a line or two, yeah.
The mantle and its man. A
All
time
right.
there was, too common, it had come to be seen. A sin, distasteful, it concluded.
Wow.
This
you know
spirit,
what?
this
you know what?
entity.
We'll continue with this.
at
We'll get
hand.
you on social media or something again, but this is wonderful. Thank you very
All right,
much
thank you.
for coming on
Thank
the
you.
show. Thank you.
It
I
was a
really had
pleasure.
a great time with you.
It was a
All
pleasure.
right, it's still Wake Up Nigeria. Don't go anywhere. We have a whole lot in store for you. The show is still going on.
All right, thanks so much, Mike. And that's a fantastic, talented artist there. So Crappy Fart, that's the book in my hand. It's a book written by Wade Ahimie, and it deals with issues relating to corporate governance, risk management, and compliance. And Wade Ahimie has over 25 years of cognate experience in a variety of fields, and is joining us this morning to talk about this book. Like I said, you were talking earlier, and I was saying that when this book arrived, we thought it was a novel. Because, you know, we thought it was a play on words, and it's actually a play on words. But talk to us a little bit about this book initially.
Okay, good morning, Yomi. Pleasure being in the studio.
Thank you.
Where do I start? First and foremost, one of the greatest things about creating systems is that it actually outlives you. Some of the biggest organizations today are organizations that are probably set up by one man or a couple of people, and today there are structures that they've left behind, and they actually outlive the founders. So at the end of the day, when you look at a business or you look at an organization, whether be it public or private, the most important thing is to leave a legacy that would stand the test of time, and systems will be improved upon, and there will be more transparency in terms of people knowing what is going on and how those things work. And at the end of the day, better business, more money.
I like that. You know, going through this book, I realized that it feels from the beginning that you're talking to big businesses. But then I realize from talking with you that it's also relevant to small businesses as well. Most people start businesses maybe because they want to survive or at least have some kind of income. So they're not really thinking of these corporate governance structures that you're talking about. But how is this relevant to smaller businesses?
You know, we're talking about it, and I said I've been talking about this to small businesses in the last 1 month. Various other places I've been speaking. Now, it's relevant to small businesses in the fact that from the onset, if you don't get your structures right, you can never become a big business. The book is actually focused on small businesses, driving them into ensuring that right from the beginning of your business, you set out the structures right, and then you plug in, you put your plugins as you go on that journey. Because at the end of the day, the ultimate is, like I said, leave a business that outlives you and leaves a legacy for the people.
One of the things that we talked about yesterday with the team was a book like this is also very relevant to a nation like Nigeria, especially when you talk about the FART acronym, which is fairness, accountability, transparency, and responsibility. That's one of the things that is lacking in a lot of government agencies. I look at places like NNPC, that is completely opaque. So that's the exact opposite of what you would call transparency. So how is this relevant to government?
To government also, one of the things I always tell people is that at the end of the day, the government is supposed to provide services for the people. Now, you must set out structures that would ensure that the policies that drive businesses or business operations are clear from the onset. That's where transparency comes in. So if I'm going to set up a business, I know what I need to do. I was somewhere a couple of days ago, and someone asked me, we do like shortcuts in Nigeria. And I said, well, at the end of the day, you will get into trouble with your shortcuts. And I don't want to mention names. And I'm sure so many things have happened in the last couple of months for you to understand why I say shortcuts will always get you nowhere at the end of the day. So once those things, those structures have been properly put in place, at the end of the day, what happens is that irrespective of what happens, it might take some time, but people would always come back to you. Why? Because you do the business fairly, you're accountable for what you do, you're responsible for what you do, and you're transparent about it. Transparency in the long run, it takes a bit. So sometimes some people say, oh, I need to make money now. Yes, you need to make money, and it's important for you to make money, but at the end of the day, those things will fall into play, and businesses will call you to do those things, irrespective of what happens, because they know that when they call you, you're going to do it right the first time and every time.
Of course, and of course it demonstrates a high level of integrity as well. All right, Wade Ahimie, that's Crappy Fat. Perspective for an emerging market. Excellent book. And the foreword is by Tonya Cole, who was your former boss.
Yes, he was.
All right, thank you so much. It's an excellent book, and I think every business actually needs to get it. We have to go on a break now, and after this, we'll be coming back to the kitchen with Mary.
You're welcome back to the kitchen right here on Wake Up Nigeria. You know I'm always excited when food comes. If you're just tuning in, Chef Jules has been with me in the kitchen making amazingly easy Nigerian soda bread. Sounds nice, doesn't it?
It does.
All right, so how far have we come?
We've just waited to kind of put up the ingredients. So we have the sugar in the flour.
Yeah.
And we have our salts.
Okay, so earlier it was hard to get Chef Jules to stop. She just wanted to keep talking about this bread price and everything. And I was actually going to ask you something before I stopped you then, so we could start the process. The issue of the bread manufacturers and the hike in bread price.
Yes.
What exactly has been your experience so far regarding this?
Yeah, there's the hike in prices due to the increase in tariff on wheat importation. It increased to 20%, and because of that, bakers can no longer cope with rising cost of goods. You know,
especially of bread, of flour rather, to make bread.
Exactly.
This has actually been going on for a while now. Earlier we mentioned that from next Monday, September 24, what you normally get at a particular price bread-wise is going to cost a whole lot more. So be prepared. Don't send that little one in your house to go and buy 100 naira bread.
So, you know, diesel costs and everything. You want to produce good quality breads, bread that is already bagged, branded nylons. You know, there's some breads that you buy, you don't know where it's made. You just see this white looking stuff. Those kind of breads can be quite harmful.
We know the bakeries, they move around.
So, but ours, we follow government regulations and everything. So,
what's the first thing you put in?
Okay, that's the buttermilk, yes.
The egg, 1 egg. And then the buttermilk.
Yes.
We made the buttermilk earlier.
Then we're going to add the oils as well.
The melted butter. Ooh.
Yummy looking.
Are you sure this is regular soda bread?
This is Nigerian soda bread.
Hey. Okay.
So you can actually make this at home. It's a quick bread. It doesn't require yeast. You don't need to leave it to rise for all those donkey years, hours.
Okay. It's going to remain thick because of the dough. You're still going to have to knead it.
Well, not really knead too much, but we're going to fold it in nicely.
You just like to fold things in. I know for sure people knead the bread.
You don't want to work the gluten in the flour too much because you want the bread to be tender, to be light and has a tender crumb. So that's why you don't want to overmix it.
Now, off-air, some minutes back, you were telling me about 900 grams and 750 grams, which means that people might still get bread at a good price, but not at the same value.
Yes, probably go for smaller loaves.
Okay.
So, you know, we have the family size, then we have the mini, we have the jumbo. So you probably go for either the mini or the jumbo if you have a large family.
Okay.
You don't want to go for the regular family size.
Okay.
You can now go for the jumbo. So the prices have kind of increased. And in the market right now, they sell the bread by the dough weight.
Okay, so I used to be a bread fan, like huge bread fan. I say used to because lately I realized I haven't eaten bread as much as I used to.
Okay.
I could finish what is now sold for 200. Like I could finish it at a go when I was younger.
Going for 300
I'll just sit down. I don't put anything. No milk, no butter, no chocolate,
nothing.
Peanut butter, no.
Just bread?
Just bread.
We are weird.
It's so crazy that at home, whenever I'm home from school, my parents just know that there will be no bread. My mom would buy bread every day.
Wow.
So I'm very sure there are some other children like me out there.
So
how are their parents supposed to cope with this hike in Toriolong? Because it's scary. It's scary. At some point you get things at a particular price and then the next moment you're told it's not possible again. Okay, just a lot to deal with. But what about the cassava flour option?
Okay, well, where is the cassava flour option? Because we don't even produce enough to go around. So how are you going to produce that? We have a quality issue and a quantity issue.
Quality and quantity.
Yes, please.
But I dare say this, quite a number of people claim that the cassava flour is actually very good. I've eaten cassava flour bread and it's actually tasty.
Okay, for me, the issue is not even about the taste.
It's about what the customers want.
Yes, we don't also have enough of that. We don't have enough. Where do you grow cassava so much that you can actually divert some for bread production?
There are many local farmers that grow cassava. So many.
There are.
And
as a matter of fact, you're not just growing cassava. You have to process it to a composite state. Do we have the technology to do that?
There are companies that have it locally, but are they making sales? Are people buying from them?
Yes,
that's another
thing.
They
are buying. But the issue is we don't even have enough to go around. There's a quantity issue that we're not addressing as well.
You make cassava bread and then we'll see whether more companies will be interested in it.
You see,
how about that?
You know, I'm in the industry.
By the way, she's already folding, so don't mind us. We just have to talk about this bread. It's a passionate something.
Yes.
Like, I'm vexing because bread is one of the easiest things to get. And mind you, we're not just talking about bread. It means that pies, almost everything that have to do with flour,
yes,
the price will definitely go up. So what you buy, your meat pies, for example, that cost between 250 and 350 will now cost
bread is a staple. And so it's supposed to be very affordable. But right now, it's not going to be a staple anymore, except you're going to be buying smaller sized loaves. So for meat pies, I mean, you can still get away with doing gourmet meat pies, but bread is a staple. So once it gets too pricey, it becomes a luxury food item.
But I can't, just like the way Gary even went up. You go to the village, you buy it for 300. You come to the city, you buy it for 1,000. It's not fair. Eh? So and I'm taking this up because you're a baker.
Yeah, but once the government can take the tariff away, it goes back to normal. So we are just responding to, what does that happen? Because we have to run our bakeries with diesel, pay our staff, the salaries and all that. So take the tariff away.
But there's still that issue of when you say, for example, the price of these things come down.
Yes.
The prices don't go down.
In 2015, the price of flour was 6,500. Right now it's 11,500. And the price of bread then was 200 and it's still 200.
But you do realize that there was a time there was this hike. It will go up, it will go down. The price came down at some point. The price of bread never went down.
That's because we didn't have a strong association. Now we have Premium Bakers Association of Nigeria called PBAN, and we're ensuring that the industry is now regulated. We're not fragmented, so we're able to do the right things.
I've tackled you enough. We'll do the rest of the tackling later because I'm taking it personal. You're a baker.
Same here. I mean, I keep for the masses.
It's time for some music. Let's enjoy some Spice from Spicy.
Yeah. Baby, you're the melody in my heart. Oh. Hey. Baby, you're the harmony in my song. Oh. When you smile and you look at me, I dey relax. Oh. Hey. Baby, when I don't see you, I go to vex. Oh. Only you, baby, where they cool my temper. Only you, honey, where they make me they smile. Oh. I can't deny your love. Oh. Don't they touch me for brain, no. Baby boo, believe I'll be with you forever. Asa, 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 baby, asa, 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 sweetie, asa. One more follow back, asa, chay, asa, baby, asa. Oh, love more, asa, asa, baby, yeah. Oh, way. About do your way, or the no be more. Let chagina some wo, honey biamun so, tieru mo bigya. Baby na toka sugar, chimo. Only you, baby, where they cool my temper. Only you, honey, where they make me they smile. Oh. I can't deny your love, oh. don't they touch me for brain, no. Baby boo, believe, I'll be with you forever. Asa, 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 baby, asa, 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 sweetie, asa, mama follow baka, asa, asa, baby, asa, oh love more, asa, asa, baby, yeah, oh wait, yeah, yeah, yeah. Baby, me shake and make I see you rotate. Oh yeah, baby, me wine and see like and like that. See what you they do me with your front and your back. Oh, you gonna make me lose guard. Oh, you baby, where they cool my temper. Only you, honey, where they make me they smile. Oh, I can't deny your love, don't they touch me for brain, no. Baby boo, believe, I'll be with you forever. Asa, asa,
asa,
beautiful, sweetie, asa.
Beautiful, beautiful. I take it asa it means beautiful, right?
Yeah, beautiful,
so,
like a beautiful girl.
Oh, so I'm like an asa today. You know, but I like that. What language is that?
That's Igbo.
Igbo. I'm so pleased to meet you. Beautiful performance. We have to wrap up now, but a big thank you to Spicy of Spicy Music performing his amazing single, Asa. I'm going to be checking out for that one online. Trust me. And we're back. Thank you so much for staying tuned. It's still Wake Up Nigeria.
And if you're just waking up, then you are blessed. Top of the morning to you. I'm Yomi Ope.
And I'm Titilayo Oyinson. We're live streaming right now on tvcontinental.tv and on Facebook at TVC Connect. We're actually standing by for your comments, just in case you didn't know.
Yeah.
We need that hashtag, though. We won't be able to see it if we don't have the hashtag Wake Up Nigeria on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, everywhere. Just put it right there and we'll be able to see you.
All right, now in a little while, Mike is going to be bringing us some tech updates because it's Thursday.
Yes,
and you're going to be checking those out.
And finally, Nollywood actor, singer, voiceover artist, and so much more, Segun Arinze. He'll be joining us right here for a chat.
I want that goddamn flash drive found.
You must really be a big dreamer.
You know why I am here. You know there are ways to find her, and there are ways to make you big. That tumor is ours.
All right, guys,
Okay,
so
I can't
question.
keep still. I can't keep still. Before the question, I'm going to bake bread. I'm going to bake bread. I've been so excited.
Mary.
Chef Jules was packing up and I was like, I want to bake bread myself.
Mary.
And I cannot wait. I can't wait.
Mary, how many times did I call you?
She's going to bake. She wants to break bread.
Yomi, just go ahead. Let's just leave that down.
Allow her to
Oh,
keep
okay. She said bake bread. I said break bread. I'm sorry.
Okay, break bread. All right, you had a question.
You wanted to ask something?
What are the things you've ever done for money?
Oh, wow.
What are the things? Good things, not so good things, or what?
Well, everything you've done for money. Good and bad things.
Good. What are the, I should name those things?
Yes, now.
But I've always been like,
I don't know why Titi's looking on the
do
floor.
good things. Let's Titi does.
Well. No,
Let's just our personal start now.
I've done quite a lot of things to make
Are you serious?
That's like being put on the
like
spot.
so many things. I've been pushed to the edge
You see,
and
actually,
back
I've
again.
actually been thinking I've not
But
done
most
enough.
of the things have been like actually quite positive.
Positive things, yeah. Most of the things.
Really, sometimes
No,
very.
I feel I've not done enough, Yomi. I might
To make money.
come, yes. I might need some lectures from you, but I feel like I need to do more. You asked that question
We'll have a
because
sit
I need to
down.
do more.
We'll have a sit down.
Me, well, I've carried bags of pure water to sell in the hostel. And that's one of the lessons I've learned in life. I was in school then, and that year was the year I hit my first million.
Wow.
Are you serious?
And I lost it the following year. It's something I would never forget.
But you
like,
didn't make the
I
first
was
million
doing,
money
I was
from
doing
Pure
so
Water.
much business. I was selling airtime, and guess how old I was? I was 17.
Yeah.
But everybody was forming in the school
Yeah,
because I was in French Village then, and everybody was forming and everything. And I just said to myself, why go outside the hostel to buy things? I started with biscuits, drinks. There was now scarcity of water at one point. I was the only one selling water. It was so exciting, and I made money.
I think, Mike, you need to ask Mary a thing.
Yeah, but she lost it, so I don't know. There's a problem there.
That's a very important lesson.
It's a very important
I'm glad
lesson.
it happened
You're right.
then, because it can't happen now.
You're
By
right.
God's grace.
You're right.
While you guys are at it, we're about to go to the news, but make sure you ask Ugo what he has done to make money. He told me some horror stories yesterday.
Wow. Segun Arinze, also known as Black Arrow, is a Nigerian Nollywood actor, singer, voiceover artist, and so much more. Born in Onitsha in Anambra State to a Yoruba father from Badagry and in Lagos to an Igbo mother. He started his acting career apparently in Ilorin.
Yeah, and he's a graduate of dramatic arts from the Obafemi Awolowo University, Ile-Ife, and also an acting coach, and works with the prestigious African International Film Festival.
He's been in the movie sector of Nigeria since inception, and he's acted in such movies as Women in Love, Anini, Jaja of Okpobo, Darkest Night, Extra Time, Fragile Pain, and so many others.
Why does this feel like we're about to give him a Lifetime Achievement Award?
Yes, and this award, this Wake Up Nigeria award goes to...
Lifetime Achievement. Uncle Shegs.
Welcome, sir.
Thank you. Good morning, everybody.
We dragged you out of bed this morning. You got here at 6 a.m.
6 a.m., 5 a.m.
My God, we're sorry.
I guess we're trying to beat the traffic, but
Yes.
it's okay.
Yeah. Welcome to Wake Up Nigeria.
Yeah, thank you. And I must say this is, I don't know how to put it, but without wanting to flatter you guys,
Okay.
this is the best studio and TV station I've visited in Nigeria so far.
Oh, wow. Amazing. That's high praise. Thank you.
World-class standard.
Thank
World-class. I'm so impressed with all the structure, every facility, everything I've seen, even from entrance.
Oh.
This is how a television station should be very
Wow.
proudly Nigerian.
Thank you.
Amazing,
Thank you so
amazing.
much.
Yep. Before we say anything, there's one thing we were saying during the sports report that I found very funny. Somebody is running for president of NFF and wants to build 72 stadiums. What the heck is that? Can somebody please tell the man that it is not the responsibility of the Football Federation to build stadia? The president is not his responsibility. It is the responsibility of the clubs to try and build. He should encourage the clubs to build stadia and the communities, the host communities, to build clubs, build a stadia or do stadiums, or anyone you decide to call it. But it's not the responsibility. How can you build 72 stadiums? Even our president Buhari cannot even build 72 in 4 years. What's that? Is that the only project you have in the world to do?
I'm sure that those who are supposed to be listening to this are listening right now.
I feel like some tables are shaking very.
You should advise him that if that's not the right word to use. Say, I will encourage clubs,
clubs
and
communities
to build stadia. Not I'm going to be 72. Kilode, magician, in 4 years.
No, you have
anyway,
been,
back to also, Jare.
You have been known as, one of the icons. A lot of young actors have looked up to you. Have you ever felt any pressure?
I guess that was in the early days I used to feel pressure. Now I don't feel any pressure. I just take it as it comes. Seeing it all been there, but I'm still work in progress anyway. I always see myself as work in progress. I never assume that I know it all, I have the knowledge and know it all. Even from a baby, I learn. Baby steps to crawling to baby steps to working and all that. I learn. For me, every day is a learning process.
Okay.
I think one of the things that I usually like to ask people who have been around when you say in the early days of Nollywood and they're still around now is to make comparisons. You know how in the old days, the cameras were bigger, the lights were hotter.
Everything has been shrunk down.
You understand, and it looks like things are more nimble and easier now. What would you say you miss about the old days?
What would I say I missed about the old days? The old days. That's what I missed.
You just missed the old days.
just missed the old days. And I also want to correct an impression. Everybody seems to have this idea that the movie industry in Nollywood started a couple of years ago, maybe 20-something years ago. I will say that before the advent of Nollywood or the re-christening of the Nigerian film industry, that there had always been an industry. Remember, we had the likes of Kule Afolayan's father, Adi Love, Baba Salah, that's Moses Olaya, the late Hubert Doyen of theatre in Nigeria, Hubert Ogunde, Eddie Uboma, Ola Balogun. Quite a number, even O.C. Davies, the late O.C. Davies came here to work on Kongi's Harvest for Wole Soyinka. That we've had an industry that was running before. They're just unfortunate that it wasn't encouraged as much as it is now. It was not encouraged. And then, of course, the militarization of Nigeria at a certain point in time also had it cast a spell on the industry. So I remember growing up, we used to go watch films, Indian film, Chinese film, and some Nigerian films then, which was novel at that time. But unfortunately, the militarization of Nigeria at that time cast a spell. And so people were so scared of going out and all that. Then it seemed everything now went into doldrums. And then eventually, NTA started Mirror in the Sun. From Mirror in the Sun, they went to Cockcrow at Dawn. They did Behind the Clouds and all that. And then what happened was that NTA at the point came up and said that they don't want their staff acting. If you're going to be acting, act. If you don't be a staff, be a staff. And so a lot of them resigned en masse. And the likes of Zebe Jiro and co came out. And before you knew it, private productions started coming up. Chris Obi-Rapo and the rest of them started coming up.
That's very nice. That's a nice history lesson.
Yes, they started coming up, and then one man just decided, because he was marketing Yoruba films then, decided, okay, I think I should try an Igbo film. And living in Bonded Neck, Kenneth Nibwe. Yeah. And that changed the narrative. And after that, we now started doing English films. True Confession came. And then the soap started coming, Fortunes, Behind the Cloud, Mega Fortunes, and what have you, all started coming on. Palace, which is even back on air right now after a 14-year spell. So you find all those things. It just was evolving and revolving and evolving, and then we got to the level where we are. Once one Washington Post writer decided, hey, I like what's going on here. Yeah. Wow. Nollywood.
Nollywood.
And he said, Hollywood, step aside, here comes Nollywood. And that's how this whole game started.
Exactly.
And so today everybody's saying Nollywood, Nollywood, and as if we didn't have an industry before. So it's always right to put things in the right perspective, that there had been an industry before Nollywood. It was just that it just got re-christianed and got more proactive, got more attention. And then before, of course, the ex-president also had his own
And on that note, we have to take a short break.
Yeah, we're going to get to know Segun Arinze even more.
Will you spare me all that nonsense?
That is why we'll never stop fighting.
I want to see his body still in the clothes. I want to see him. I want that goddamn flash drive found.
You must really be a big dreamer.
You know why I am here. You know there are ways to find her, and there are ways to make you pay. Tatuma is our Uzaburu. She has them.
Oh,
amazing actor there. I mean, Segun Arinze is like, so you got an award as the best actor in a supporting role for the island.
For the island in Canada, the Nigerian Nollywood International Film Festival.
Amazing.
I didn't even know. I was surprised when I heard it. But so thank you guys. Thank you.
Does it surprise you whenever people, take note of, your skills? Because you've been doing this for so long. People are like, oh, yes, you're great. But then after a while, I feel like, sometimes, people can't really surprise you anymore.
No, people still do surprise me. But the most important thing is for you to keep a level head, because you get carried away and arrogance gets into the way and you start feeling the best thing to happen to yourself. So at every point in time, that's why I said I'm a learning process every day. I do not allow myself to be carried away by such praises and all that, because those who praise you today will whip you tomorrow if there's a slight slip. So you need to be very, very careful. Be careful of the banana peels as you go along, so you learn. So what I try to do is when you pay me those compliments, I tell you thank you, but I don't let it get to my head, and I keep on working. Because one of the toughest things is getting to the top. And then the most tough thing is staying at the top. Everybody wants to get to that top. And so they'll do anything to pull you down. So when you get there, be humble. because a lot of people helped you to get to that level. So be humble all the way. And so when you come crashing, unfortunately, by a mistake, they'll be there to gently help you, nudge you down. And when you're down, they begin to help you go back up again. But if you're arrogant and you're silly and they'll make way for you and you come with a big thud and you have the back of a tortoise.
You know, one of the things that when people look at you, maybe watch you from afar and all of that, they usually would want to hear, who is Segun Arinze? You know, I know you're a father, you talked about your son just now and a few other things behind the scenes, but who are you essentially? Like the story behind the story.
I'm just a simple man, young, who started very early as an actor, got influenced by a friend called Ayo Oruwale, and another friend again, Randy Ojuolape, way back in Ilorin, and with the Kwara State Council for Arts and Culture. I was into staff of Kwara State Arts Council. I was just a friend of the house. So when they used to do plays at the Performing Arts Department of University of Ilorin, I would go there, and then Ayo Oruwale now started asking me to act. And so I got working with NTA, then on Youth Scene, with Abdul Drodola, who was a producer then, way back in the late 70s, early 80s. And then from there, I knew that was what I was going to do. My dad was asking me to go be a lawyer, and I said, no, I didn't want to be a lawyer. And, well, all that is history. But I believed in that this was what I wanted to do. And eventually, when he saw me on TV, when we had gotten back to Lagos, he saw me on TV, woke me up and said, hey, okay, fine. If this is what you want to do, fine. But please, make sure that you study hard. And I said, of course, that wouldn't be a problem. I guess the rest is history now. I've worked with virtually every producer, director I can think about in the industry, and who and also theatrically, stage, and studio-wise, voice. My romance with voiceover started with Sonny Rabo. He was actually one who made me do the first voiceover in my entire life.
Wow.
Yeah. I was working with Tunde Ajijedu, their Digitrack, and then one day we wanted to do a voiceover, and there wasn't anybody, and he said, hey, he heard my voice, hey, come, I think you can do it. And he taught me, and I liked it. I tested it, it was like lollipop, and I decided I was going to do it. And then I started voiceovers, and before you knew it, I started getting trained in Manuel Numonu, Saze Yamo, and the great BC Olatilo.
Yeah.
All influenced me. And I'd say a big thank you to all of them. So what I do now is try to impart on them. And of course, my acting instructor in school when I was in Ife, Chuck Mike, great guy, great American guy. It's been a lot of positive people that I had to bounce off. And so I carried that energy and never let the energy down. So what I do is when I see young, talented actors and actresses who wants to do voiceover or wants to be a singer, I try to impart. And I'm not going to stop until my dying days.
Speaking of singer.
No, you went there.
Speaking of music, it's something that people would say unlikely, but it's something that you're confident about and also passionate about.
Yes, I've always been a singer from day one. Even when I started my acting thing, I love singing and was looking for ways to express myself.
Okay.
Then,
so you know you have to sing now, right?
No, I don't have to sing.
You do.
The voice of Crockett.
You do have to.
You're acting. This is acting you're doing.
Okay, so fine. So we got into singing jingles as well for Sonny Rabo and Tunde were producing jingles and all that. And then Kingsley Ogoro came into the picture.
Yeah.
My forever friend and brother. So all that was started doing jingles and then started writing songs.
So you know you have to sing.
Wait now. Kitty, calm down. Then we got to Tony Okoroji now came up to us and said he wanted us to do the theme song for the Nigerian Music Awards in those days. So we did it with Essay, I guess, as well. And then
Essay, wow.
Yeah, and then I started doing it. Essay got signed on to Sony Music.
Yeah.
And I was looking for a label. And one day, Dean DC called me up and said he wanted me to record. I heard my songs and he would like me to have an album.
All right.
And I said, okay, fine. So he said he was going to, I can't put your name on the shelf. You sound like a Fuji artist, Shegwa, you know. Nah. So what other names do you have? And I told him some of other names. He said, no, he didn't like that. And I said, I have this, my Igbo name given to me by my mother, Arinze. He said, okay, go. This happened on a Wednesday.
Wow.
And then I had done my photo shoot. Philip Tillman had done my photo shoot. And weekends, I used to read Punch newspaper, and I would Ladia Ayodeji, Faj, and then the late Amadi Obonna and Vanguard. And I just woke up that Saturday morning, went to the newsstand, bought the papers, opened the entertainment pages like I normally want to do, and saw my picture. Boom. Premier Music signs on new artist Segun Arinze. I say, hello. Are you talking about me or somebody? So Monday morning, I couldn't wait. I went all the way to Satellite Town. I was living in Ikorodu then. All the way. It was a journey.
Yeah.
And I got the Soga. Which one is?
Segun Arinze.
He said, Libby, don't worry, it will happen. I know what I'm doing. I said, are you sure, sir? He said, and he got stuck. Even my late father called me Segun Arinze before he passed out.
Wow.
So that's how I got stuck. And then along the line, one day we started doing Fortunes, Ripples, and Chico Ejiro walked up and said he wanted me to play in the movie. And he was going to have Ramsey Noah. Wait a minute.
You're going to sing.
He's dragging me.
We're going to have Ramsey Noah. Ramsey was the name because Ramsey and I were in Fortunes. We're going to have Auntie Joke Silva. We're going to have Alex Osifo Miagbo, Emeka Ike. I said, wow. I said, I had hair then. So I said, want me to shave? I said, me shave. He said, yeah, shave. I said, okay, no problem. I'm an actor. I'm trained.
Shave your hair?
Yeah, I had to shave.
Wow.
And then he gave me the script. It was called Silent Night, and that was how Black Arrow was born.
Yeah.
I didn't even believe, because I wasn't even the lead in the movie.
Yeah.
I was just a supporting actor.
But Black Arrow was just...
Oh,
badass.
I wasn't expecting it. None of us expected it. And it did so well. And now I have two pseudonyms. Either you call me Segun Arinze or you call me Black Arrow.
All right. Your actual name, though, do you use it at all?
Yes, my international passport, my bank statements, everything has Segun Arinze.
Okay, so that's your real name?
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Arinze is also my name.
Yeah, but it's a middle name.
It's a middle name.
Okay, all right then. So...
We're still waiting for the
song.
Soundtrack.
Yes, the song.
What do you want me to sing?
Okay, even if you're not going to do a song, then do a voiceover that you can't forget. One of those voiceovers that you just can't forget.
Alex Pictures presents.
Okay.
I'm Alex scared. more pictures, Nick. Which of songs? Okay, maybe I should do the one I did with Essay. I'll just do it just a bit of it. Darling, you know that some hearts break, some hearts mend, some dreams fly away like a whirlwind. But since I found you, I found heaven. You're my dream. You're my dream. You're my dream. Come.
Oh.
Nice.
All right.
I was on the first album.
On with that, let's go to the kitchen.
We have to reward you
Let's
for...
go and get some of that bread.
We have to reward you for that.
I don't eat bread, I eat puff.
Okay, please. Come along.
Yep.
We shall got you to sing.
So this is she. I don't know where she's running
What did
to.
I do?
What
I did, actually.
Please come back.
That cost it.
Please come back. Please come back. Oh.
I don't know what I did.
You call me big eye.
I said you have.
He's turning the other
somebody,
cheek.
or something.
Oh, you're black.
Yeah.
Oh, you're here.
Please have a seat here, sir.
Please come along. Please come along.
So you guys now deny that you did.
You see, because maybe bake this bread now, it's not yet ready. You should allow Chef Juliet to bake this bread now, it will be ready.
No, I baked mine. Four of them.
Where is the rubber bread?
Let's even show them.
All right, so let's open the oven quickly.
Oh, it's still...
It's almost, I think we have a sliver already.
We can,
Just
yes.
bring it out.
Let's just show them.
Careful there.
Use a napkin or
Don't
something.
worry, there will be no disaster.
Or if he burn you,
It looks
burn
great.
you, we'll
Just
tell you sorry.
please bring it up.
So what's it called, Chef Jules?
It's called Nigerian soda bread.
Nigerian soda bread.
Amazingly easy.
Yes,
Titi?
indeed.
Careful, Titi.
My bread be able to bake.
Okay, excuse me.
See,
Woo!
I made this one.
Yes, indeed.
Okay, so
Very
we're gonna
nice,
cut.
very nice.
So those
So
are
while this is going on, we need to round off the show.
Yes,
Big thank you to Homely NG for the kitchen accessories as usual.
And of course, a big shout out to our friends at Fola's Place who help us with our hairstyling. Thank you so much. We're going to be doing this again tomorrow.
Yes, we will. And if you want to get a copy of the single that Segun Arinze released on the show, you can download it from SoundCloud.
I will so sue you.
But we'll share the proceeds.
All right. So there's a slice of this bread.
This is actually ready.
Please have a taste and tell us what you think.
It's hot too.
Yes, indeed.
All right.
And with that,
we're going to be back tomorrow on the show. Friday.
Nice.
Well done, Chef Jules.